What you hear now through the smooth sound of the cans is Quorators, America's favorite Quora-based podcast hosted by Alex and Jeremy.
What's up?
Hello. Special announcement. Everyone take their seats. You may be familiar with the change of Quorators as by season if you follow the YouTube, where there was season 1, Alex's house. Season 2, Cracked, not Alex's house. Season 3, Fired from Cracked, back at Alex's house. Season 4, Jeremy, following a very strict location-based paradigm. Well, we are no longer using this paradigm because there's a major shift today in that we have listened to the scores of adoring fans sending us feedback, and we have added a third co-host who is here to stay every week. Clare O'Kane is officially the third host of Quorators. It is the advent of Clare. Season 5.
What's that from?
Spooky sound effects, YouTube. Sped up twice as long because it was too long before that.
Haunted elevator.
That's like your sound though, right?
Do you play that when you go on stage?
I bring my own garage door.
You know how a theater will like ask you your intro music? They'll be like, "What do you want before you go on?" And then you just have a elevator open in front of an island's child. So Claire is here now. It's season 5. Also, Jeremy's House Part 2 of season 5 Advent of Claire. And there's going to be a lot of changes around here. Number 1, this is the last week on Quorators segment.
Yeah,
that's it.
No more.
You can't be trusted.
You're all in trouble.
You guys are out of control. If you have been writing in with the little code word, thank you for doing that. It was very nice of you. But if everyone in America listens, as they will, then it will not be a manageable segment. So we're going to answer Anders' question from last week, which is, of course, why is ham the state meat of Virginia?
Yep, that's right. And then you said there was one answer on
There's
this?
a really long answer from like a meat expert.
Okay.
Yes, okay.
Show Ya Wang.
Okay. Pause.
The name of this person.
First of all, pause. Is that a real name or is it like an internet?
That is 100%.
Show Ya Wang.
An internet name.
It could
What
be.
are you, Mo
name.
from The Simpsons?
I don't want to know if anybody from the bar has that name for real. Won't you feel silly if it's actually this guy?
Always trying new things with eggs.
No, this is one of our listeners.
No.
This is the one who's answered only our questions.
This is a real person and chef.
Yeah, who's answered 2 of our questions. One
You
about
can be
being
a listener of
fired
the,
for
this
truth.
is a point of contention for a long time of the show. You can listen to the show and be a chef.
The scrambled eggs in the bio, AI image follows us.
That's not a real guy.
That's not real guy.
I want you to read their answer anyway, because
Okay.
it seems like they knew a lot about eggs.
In the late 1970s, Virginia Governor Thomas Callaway was renowned not just for his political acumen, but also for his unusual culinary obsession. Ham. Every morning, Governor Callaway would start his day with a plate of scrambled eggs and ham, a combination that he claimed fueled his sharp decision-making and boundless energy. That's the first paragraph. Alex, you thought this was a real story?
Well, it said that they were a PhD in culinary science at Cornell University, which sounds like it could be a thing.
This segment is over. It's done forever.
Well, it is sadly the last one, but doesn't it seem detailed and really informative?
It's fake. It's a joke.
Oh, it's fake.
Definitely fake. But Show Ya Wang.
Scrambled eggs.
And Show Ya Wang isn't a real guy.
No.
I fight for my life every day on this program. And everyone is out to get me. Anyway, this is a great example of why we are no longer doing this. Thank you for writing in, Show Ya Wang. You got me.
You really showed your wang
You
today.
really showed my wang live on cam. Caught in 4K.
Oh, baby!
Thank you, Wario. Wario is still here.
Do we
No
wanna
change to Wario.
Do we want to continue doing advice? How do we feel about this?
Yeah,
We have an advice segment.
I didn't even know that was a part of this.
Yeah, well,
We've been doing it. It's tips for men, women, or non-binary
Oh,
people.
right.
Yeah,
I
yeah, it
remember
changes all the time. I was planning on taking that one out, but a lot of people wrote in that it's their favorite part of the whole
that.
thing.
Is that true?
Yes.
Which is tough because there's a whole show after that.
Yeah. So I guess we're still advice heads.
Yeah.
You got to go with what the people want.
All right, Claire, you're doing advice today.
What do you want to do?
Tips for women. We're doing tips for women. Everybody think of one right now.
Oh boy.
Okay.
With video editing, it'll seem like we thought of it really fast.
Do you have a tip, Alex?
Yeah. Okay. So when you go in for an ultrasound, if the this is what I did this morning. If the baby is stuck in like a corner of your womb, of your precious womb,
Okay.
you can pop Chewa some chocolate, and that will rotate the baby. Chew on that thing. Pop Chewa the chocolate.
Okay. Sort of like a doctor advice.
This is a show that you can show women. I keep looking at YouTube analytics and they tell me I'm wrong. But everything changes because it's season 5, Advent of Clare.
AOC.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh no.
No.
All right, and now
Connections are being made.
You two can't both be on at the same time.
a great time to reveal our guest this week, who we have not let speak.
We didn't introduce you yet.
Shut up.
We really like go on about Claire for like a long time. AOC is just waiting silently.
Did you see her take down Jill Stein?
I
No,
did.
what'd she do?
That was wrong of her.
What did she say about Jill?
She said she was cringe.
She said she was cringe. She said that she was like an edgelord, basically.
Wow.
Now I have voted for
That's
Jill Stein
funny.
every election I've ever voted. And so I will not be taking AOC's side on this.
I love
but
it.
she is still welcome on the show at any time.
Oh, and her boyfriend.
And her boyfriend.
Yeah.
Who Anders said looks like him.
No.
No?
He's like twice as big as Anders.
Yeah.
He looks like a beef.
Very desirable.
Big guy.
Yeah.
I love the idea of edgelord Jill Stein just posting like 9/11 memes. Like,
Kill yourself! Wrong take, bitch! Thank you for walking me into my Jill Stein impression.
it's really good. It sounds
It's
just
good.
like her.
Yeah.
This is going to be an important week for the show because we're going to really hone this dynamic right now. There's going to be a lot of setups.
I'm going to bring up the news, and then you guys kind of go off.
Yeah.
We can have you with a paper in the corner.
Sure.
Bill
That way
Maher
it's
style. New Quora.
Does anybody else have a tip for women?
Oh.
Oh. If you're at the club and you get a little tipsy, and then you go outside and there's a guy with a camera asking you a question, go up to him, answer it. You could be the next Choctua. It's just that easy. Just open your mouth and let it flow out whatever's going on. Choctua.
That was like her
Baba
8
Booa.
Mile.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she just unleashed on that guy.
I like that the guy who interviewed her is like pissed that he's not more wealthy now from it. It's like, what did you do?
You provided nothing.
You didn't
Yeah.
spit on anything.
You've never spat on a pig in your life.
She spat on the mic.
Everyone loves when you're spitting.
It's crazy that has become more lucrative than like women, Girls Gone Wild style, showing their tits or whatever.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
like women just saying crazy stuff.
It's kind of more subversive in a way.
It means that everyone's listening to us now
Yes.
more than ever, and that's good.
Feminism win.
The Octua girl is famous.
You need a thing for feminism win.
I got a bong.
A drop.
We can get that. That's not.
You should do one.
Feminism win.
You should get one where it's like.
I already have 40 sounds. What's coming off?
No, it's season 5. We're getting new sounds.
Season 5, 60 sounds.
I think that's fine.
Yeah, totally.
I've never had a problem with it one time, and I will never label the soundboard.
My advice for women is to move on to the next segment,
Yeah,
Space
that's
of the Week.
MoveOn.org to Space of the Week. Space of the Week.
Welcome to Space of the Week, where we look at a space on Quora. This space is Darkest Secrets.
So I didn't click around on here at all, but I love the concept of it.
These are just people. So what is this?
It's Darkest Secrets. It's stories, facts, and dark secrets. Okay. It's got a picture of a guy and a brain.
Like people's secrets or just of the earth?
Darkest Secrets.
Oh.
Is it just me that has a love-hate relationship with life?
Zoom, enhance. No answer yet on that. I think it might just be you.
Yeah. Something's wrong with you.
Something about Tucker Carlson being right. That's
what if this is just a Tucker Carlson Quora space?
The dark secrets of race.
Click to see his Putin interview.
Have
you ever had a sad airport experience? 2 answers.
I would like to know what that is.
Zoom and enhance.
Yes. Period.
Sometimes during our lunch breaks while working at night, a few of us would walk the terminal for our exercise around 2 a.m.
No!
We often saw passengers stranded for the night sleeping in the terminal. On one occasion, there was a young mother with a child about 6 years old. The child was crying uncontrollably. I went over to ask what was wrong. The other young mother said they hadn't had anything to eat since 9 p.m.
Jesus.
Well, this is just a sad story. I guess that answers the question. What, have you ever had a sad airport experience? That's what it is.
Yeah, they had one.
That sounds sad. Sad.
He does say it ended up being a glad story, but I don't really want to read all the words to get there.
I received 2 hugs, is how the last
Final paragraph, I received
starts.
2 hugs. So they turn it around.
That's good.
I've been seeing a lot of women with just their kid, sometimes with a kid and a dog, traveling alone on planes lately.
Oh. Like they're running.
Stop
it.
Feminism wins. But it just looks like, it's like, why would you choose to do that? What do you do? Are you running from something? But it's happening a lot. I'm seeing it every time I go to the airport.
Often it's an It Follows.
Yeah, I think it's an it.
Because it can go on a plane or wherever you go.
I've not seen It Follows. It's just like there's a monster that follows you. How does
It's like
that
a
work?
sexual
It's a sexy.
disease.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
if you have sex with somebody who has the it, then
Then it turns into them and it follows you and then it jacks you off.
Oh, all right.
And then I think you die. I don't remember the movie that
I
well.
forget.
It's kind of a win-lose.
Yeah,
You
it's like a succubus.
You do get to fuck the demon.
Yeah.
yeah.
And there are people who probably would take that trade.
Yeah.
I'm misremembering the movie though. Do you get to do you get all the sex or is it you just die and they've tricked you?
I forget. I think it's like you have to have sex with somebody else to give the it away
Yeah.
before they kill you or something like that. Or else they follows
yeah.
you. It follows.
It follows.
It follows.
That's what it does.
As married men, we would be doomed. Because you can really only faithfully have sex with the one person to give the It Follows monster. And then they can just pass it back to you.
We'll go
No
back
one
and
wants to hurt
forth.
anybody's feelings.
I don't
in
know
It
if
Follows.
fingering counts or anything like that.
It's a real good
Loophole
way.
for fingering.
That's how you get around the It Follows monster. Just do hand stuff. Okay, let's read some Quora questions.
I like Darkest Secrets. I thought it was a good
It's
space.
beautiful. Let's read
I
the
would go back
Quirk
there.
place.
Okay, here we are in the Quirk place.
What if you overhead your coworker talking to someone over the phone and the conversation is about different ways to kill her husband? Would you contact the police or would you warn her husband?
Oh, damn. Between the two. By the way, this week's theme is moments of doubt.
Yes, moments of doubt.
So would you would have a moment of doubt after you overhead this?
Do we think that this is the person who made the phone call and is just like, I just want to get ahead of this just in case someone overhead me? Or what's this?
So this is the person who asked the question, Tarina Husbands.
Fascinating.
What if God and Satan were on the verge of drowning?
Okay, I'd like to point out that Show Ya Wang was an instant fake account, but Tarini Husbands could be anyone's game.
She asks, what are the ingredients in making cocaine? I think this is a real person.
It's like
It's
it's just
just
that
real.
raw bam, right?
Why would somebody lie and ask questions like, what are some of the movies you like the most starring Vin Diesel?
Oh, so Tarini husbands really overhead this.
Okay.
I wonder what they
so,
did.
Conversation about different ways to kill her husband. Would you contact the police? I think I would. Oh, I don't know what I would do. I feel like realistically, I'd be like, that's none of my business.
Yeah, I'd probably keep it to myself and then read it in the newspaper and be like, I did nothing. I'm the problem.
He deserved it, sounds like.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's a John Tucker must die scenario.
Yeah.
Another movie I haven't seen.
He died because he had too many girlfriends and they got mad at him.
Is that what
Yeah,
it is?
and then he must die.
Yeah.
So that's probably what was happening here. But yeah, I'm definitely not calling the husband. That's for damn sure.
No.
Best case scenario, I'm like an undercover agent for the police, and I'm like another unfaithful wife.
You're calling
Another
the
murderous
police?
wife, police.
You're calling the police over the husband. I feel like I'd call the husband before I'm calling the cops.
What do you know this
I'm calling.
guy?
I'm
You're
calling the husband, and I'm like,
directly?
hey, just so you
He's
know.
just gonna kill her first.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
What if he's trying to fake his own death and he's like actually trying to or something?
They're in on it together.
They're in on it together.
And he has to be like, oh no.
So he has to kill you to keep the information from coming out.
Yeah, I don't want to be anywhere like the thing about calling the police is it kind of removes you from the equation and
Sure.
enters a squad of killers.
Yeah, then they go and kill the husband.
Right.
Right.
And
That's
maybe
just their
everyone
job.
dies.
Yeah.
That's your tax dollars at work.
Have you ever been in a police station and filed a report?
I've been arrested twice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have not. Have you?
I have, and it takes forever. It's gross in there.
Yeah.
How we're giving them so much money, and their shit looks like shit. Their furniture's falling apart.
They spend all that money on tanks.
Oh, right.
You know what's annoying is so there's like the shitty police department you can go to. Like if you get arrested in New York, it looks like the 70s in there, and you go
Yeah,
in
it
there.
does.
Or you get the other option, which is even worse, which is like your local town blows the entire town budget on the police precinct, and it just looks like a beautiful library you go to jail in.
Yeah.
That sucks. I hate that. That money could be anything.
What was the kind that you went to, Alex, when you were arrested?
Well, I'd like to detail all of these stories and as much as I can, but one was in New York for a protest, and then another one was found with drugs in Maryland. And that one was a bit of a rinky-dink assignment, I gotta say. They could really have brushed up the place. New wallpaper, maybe like a goofy goof troop wallpaper for the prison.
There was a guy cleaning the glass door for a really long time, and he was just dressed like normal, and everyone just like referred to him as like Tim or whatever, and he was just kind of shuffling around the police station cleaning the
He's one of the gang.
What's going on here? It's just like he showed up and started doing that, and they just let him do it.
That's so weird.
Let Tim work.
He could be casing the joint.
I would be so worried if I was like doing any kind of menial labor at a police station that they just like get mad at me for no reason, and then I'm just in there. They just throw me in the tank. Everyone else there has a gun but you.
Real quick, I want to read this answer. I was just looking at
Please.
this guy. Ken Parnell says, you only heard half the conversation and you're assuming they aren't talking about a plot line for a story. Now, if his wife is murdered, then call the police, not until.
See if she's murdered.
Wait till after she is killed. Why is she getting murdered? Are we assuming that she wants to kill her husband because he's going to kill her first? It's like who's going to get there
Kill her,
first?
be killed.
Someone says notify HR. That's the worst thing you could do of all of them.
Notify HR.
Nothing's gonna happen if you do that.
Do they
Yeah.
also have a gun? What are they gonna do?
That's something you wouldn't talk over the phone about, especially in an audible voice that can be overheard.
Well, they did.
Yeah, I don't
You're
know
a
to tell
truck
you.
driver, Jeff Webster. You don't know about office politics. Okay, and then there's like a bunch of, this guy's a ghost historian.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, he probably wants the husband to die so that he can study more ghosts.
yeah.
That's just one more ghost in the world for him.
Former I am a ghost historian Brooke says tell the husband to have the cops waiting for her when she gets home. Tell him to have his say before the cops arrive. And then you get to have a little front yard law procedural.
This is Brooke.
Hi, Brooke.
Huh.
A lot of her answers are call the cops. Why is a
Why is a blue
below-age teenager contacting me? She says call the cops.
On the teen?
Yeah.
This is what you do after you're a ghost historian. Is you join the precinct.
What's her questions? Why does everyone not talk about happy things instead of despise and death? You're a ghost historian.
Oh.
Does anyone from South Australia want free sex? Does anyone want
Okay.
free sex? No
The
old people?
Anyone want the free fuck? I'm so horny. Now, horny is spelled with an EY.
Can anyone help me contact Mariska Hargitay, as I have some information about her mum, Jane?
Followed by the next question, how can I contact the real Mariska Hargitay?
Is that a person I should know? Is that a famous person?
It's Law and Order.
The Law and Order lady. Also
okay.
spelled incorrectly.
Do you know Jane Hargitay?
Hargitay?
Hargitay? That's her
That's her
daughter.
mom.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I like
Mariska.
this question too. She says, "You need to fuck off if you don't like what I say. Get the fuck off my page."
All right.
Question mark?
Okay. It's like she could hear us through the TV. I don't like this.
One more. Just why are you asking me about crap I don't watch? More give me a crap about.
Oh, crazy person.
Damn, Brooke.
You want to read another quarter question?
I do.
Yep.
I think we
Okay, this is
we
parenting.
found a solution. on that.
Parenting.
Okay.
Now,
Here's
Alex,
your
you're
parenting
a
segment.
parent.
I'm not a parent yet.
You're becoming a parent.
It is a parent.
Quite
I will
soon.
soon have a baby. That's Godzilla. Okay. I changed the color on the parenting sound.
That's enough.
That's enough.
This question is: what if I don't ever want to see my parents again? They weren't ever abusive. I'm just disgusted by their love for me. So I thought of removing myself from the earth itself. Thoughts?
You could probably just like never see them then if you don't want to do that.
Yeah. Just sort of drop out.
Seems like your problem's in the mirror, baby.
This is like a child who wants to kill themselves. And Alex is like, look in the mirror, baby.
Looks like the problem's coming from inside the house. Oh, there's a lot of life coaches answering.
Yeah, that's right.
Master life coach.
This could be my next move.
To be a life coach.
After Ghost Historian.
This is Coach Success Experience Life.
That's their real name.
Hey, and thank you for asking for my suggestive thoughts in regards to your current state being. Why are the thoughts suggestive? If you don't ever want to see your parents again due to your disgust of the display of their love for you, honestly, I can somewhat understand it. It sounds like you're having a difficult time dealing with your family, and you're at a point where you've had enough. It's difficult and most challenging trying to create and maintain a content and satisfying. I only read it as content now. And satisfying relationship with anyone. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. It's hard being a parent. Look how much
Jesus.
This is a
Yes.
long answer from Coach Success Win.
that is so long.
Damn.
Um,
Well, I'm assuming the child lived.
And the child lived.
How old is this question? This is from August or July.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So pending.
Yeah, we don't know. I guess I can go to their profile.
They're still
Sorry.
around.
Just do something to make your parents not love you as much.
Yeah, get a bunch of like tattoos.
Tattoos.
That's what my wife's parents get really mad at her about.
Experiment
Change
sexually.
religion.
Yeah.
Change religion to their least favorite one.
It's really easy.
This is from Elizabethiania Tigris.
That is her real name. Show your wings, friend.
So she has asked questions since the parents one.
Okay,
So we can
good.
assume that she's still around.
Still kicking.
A lot of questions
God
about
bless.
music.
Well, a lot of questions about why it's wrong to reject God. So that's somebody who's taking our advice in advance.
Why is it so wrong to reject God? How is it not justice if a woman's murdered for blowing off court and disrespecting a judge, since neither the judge nor the murderer liked her or what she did?
So when children find Quora, how do you like interact with it? Like you just like start throwing questions out there until you like find a community, or like
I think so. Or they just like learn a bunch of big words and then they're like, how do I put this online? How do I get people to think I'm an adult?
people are gonna like this word.
This is a place where people will think I'm adult.
Okay, a lot of interesting personal details here in Elizabethiana Tigris.
A lot of stuff about hating her parents.
Mm-hmm.
What if no amount of love my parents have for me will ever be enough? I hate my mother so much.
Well, if no amount is ever enough, is it too much or not enough?
If a guy killed the man/woman who was a jerk to you and everyone else, would you thank him for doing you a favor?
Oh, that's a good question.
Whoa.
I don't know what that means.
So someone's a jerk to you. Like,
Yeah.
let's say I call your shoes a fam or something.
What?
Yeah, I do something really mean to
Shoes
you.
a
I'm
fam?
like,
You really are becoming a father, huh?
you're gonna walk out the front door with your shoes looking like that, like a damn fam.
What's a fam?
It's an expression that people say when they're being jerks.
I think do you mean like when people are like, "Yo, what's up, fam?"
Yeah, but it's like that. Oh, fam, those shoes. But yeah, so I'm very rude to you, and then I'm immediately like killed by the Punisher.
Okay.
How do you feel about
I'm definitely thanking the Punisher. in
Right.
that
Yeah.
scenario,
Because I've
you're
like
pissing me
betrayed
off.
you in this scenario.
Yeah, I think that's
Call
right.
his shoes fam.
Yeah, well, I
That
have
cannot.
I mean, you should see these things.
to. Okay, well,
This kid seems like he's gonna kill one or two
Yeah.
of his parents.
should we call her husband?
She's fine. She didn't
Okay.
use the word death or die anywhere. She's cool.
Someone says just move to another country.
That's another option that you have.
What if you're 12 years old?
I like this answer. Dumb question.
Yeah.
Thank you, lords.
Yeah, you can go ahead and copy that one to the
Upvote.
keyboard there. Yeah, we can just use that.
Let's read another one of
All right,
these.
another parenting question.
My daughter's name is Patrick and my son's name is Finland. Was that a good choice?
Now, it's not really up to me, but I don't like Lady Patrick. Finland, I'm more neutral on.
I like
Hello.
Finland
I like
less.
Finland.
I'm kind of like Sweden when it comes to Finland.
Are you going to name your
Neutral,
child after
that
a
is.
country, Alex?
No, I'm going to name them Patrick,
Poland.
even though
Patak.
it's a girl. I have a lot of name ideas, and I'm keeping those off cam.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But I'm happy to knock down other people's names that have been foolish enough to post them online.
This is already after the fact, though, right? So, like, this person's kids are not. They're not like, oh, I want to name my son Finland. They're like, it's too late.
I'm assuming this post is to resolve a debate of some kind.
Yeah, that's true. Someone was like, you shouldn't have named them that.
Like you fight with your wife like 10 years later, and she's like, and those aren't even good names. And you're like, oh, yeah, let's ask Quora. See what the people say.
Patrick is good for girl, right?
Anything goes with Patrick. It really is, I think, of SpongeBob Patrick.
SpongeBob
Yeah, that's the only
Patrick.
Patrick I think of.
Who could be any gender that he or she wants to be.
The starfish from
The starfish.
SpongeBob?
Yeah. Do starfish have gender?
They reproduce asexually, right?
Yeah. So maybe they
Yeah,
don't.
so anything goes with
I don't know.
that.
Anything goes.
Patrick's got a lot of curves.
Ooh, mama.
I'll say that.
Patrick, I've always thought of as sort of like a curvy woman.
Yeah. Kind of every man's desire looking at Patrick.
Pink curve.
But yeah, I say it's not a good choice. Are there any other discussions in the answers here?
This one person named my baby says that they like Patrick, but they don't like Finland.
Oh no, that's a space. Name my baby is the space.
Oh, this is a space.
This should have been the space for the day.
Please name my
Ooh.
baby. Can you imagine going on Quora to ask for a baby name? It seems crazy. to
Enter
me.
now for your chance to win, it says.
What would I
Win baby?
You get the baby.
What is the winning?
If you guess the baby's name, you win.
Oh my God. I'm looking at questions. Should I name my baby Encarta.org?
Yeah.
What do you think of the name Daniel Magic Mendoza?
Damn, these are all dumb. There's not one good one.
Would you name the baby boy from the episode of The Amanda Show where Amanda buys 400 pretzels and gets a free baby at the end?
Yeah, I would name it.
Sure.
Why- Baby needs a name.
Pretzel.
I mean, you're taking it home at the end of the day. Good pull from the Amanda Show, by the way.
Is the name Barbara Black a good name for a girl?
That's mostly an interesting last name choice, I feel like, than anything.
Usually you don't get to choose a last name. I don't know. This is a weird Quora community.
I like it.
Should I name my baby? Oh. Is that an emoji?
Some sort of emoji of like a thing walking, a guy walking.
How soon do you think it'll be until people start naming their babies emojis?
Oh, that's interesting.
Soon,
idea.
right?
Yeah, probably pretty soon.
Any day now.
What
Any
emoji
day
would you
now.
throw into your baby's name?
I would do the one where it's cry laugh.
Cry
Yeah.
laugh.
Yeah.
It's like Jessica Cry Laugh.
Yeah. Patrick Krylaff is
I
a
would
girl.
do this one.
Ooh,
Yes.
muscle.
Arm muscle.
I think it would be pretty cool to have the gun emoji in your name.
Yeah.
But they'd probably keep switching it because they had it was a real gun and then it was a water gun and now it's a real gun again.
It's a real gun again?
On Twitter,
Mine's an
Elon brought it
alien
back.
laser.
Thanks, Elon.
Yeah.
Mr. Elon, that was very based of you. I'm naming my child this.
It's just the gun emoji.
Pow pow. Okay, well, I like this community, and I'm happy to visit it at any time.
Everyone loves Patrick on here, by the way. Someone says, yes,
I'm
an
the odd
excellent
man out.
choice.
That's fine. I don't
Patrick is one
care.
of my favorite names.
Pat. It's Pat.
Oh, someone does say, OMG, why on earth would you name your daughter Patrick? Is clearly a boy's name. Finland for a boy is okay, I guess. Didn't her, all caps, mother have a
Whoa.
say in this? If you scan a baby name book, it will explain the meaning and origin.
Scanning baby name book.
Patrick.
10,000 names analyzed.
Okay, more people now are upset about Patrick.
Okay. I felt like I was beginning to feel like I was like a real Republican about this whole thing, but I stand by it.
I like that this person says,
It's just
personally,
confusing.
I would bully them if I was other kids they went to school with.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would too.
And that person's name is Essence.
Cool.
Nice.
Pretty cool
Yeah,
name.
yeah, I mean, I would understand why you would bully them. You have a cool name.
Yours
Hurt people,
fucking-
hurt people. Patrick Phineas.
Oh, Patrice, they say it should be instead of Patrick.
Yeah, there's a lot of. Well, this is the thing: is there are already feminine Patrick names, and so you're really just throwing the book out the window with your whole naming choice. And I'm mad as hell about it. Sir Dredd says, "Fuck you, no, you stupid bitch. I therefore crown you dumb bitch."
Wow.
That's kind of what I'm saying.
Feminism win.
Woo!
No, yeah, we have to replace it. Okay, here's another question. Why are teenagers cynical? Why can't their parents raise them to be more mannerly and kind-hearted like small children?
So this is assumed as like it's your fault.
Yeah.
Your kid's annoying because you did it. I think teenagers are cynical because they're probably on that shit. You told them to stay out of your cabinet, but they found it, and now they're on that.
They're on that shit.
The shit being pills or something?
I told you to stay away from it.
Your shoes are fam.
You made me do this. I know I bought you the shoes.
They're cynical because you won't buy them the good shoes.
Yeah.
They're always just wanting better shoes.
I'm trying to think about like what I was mad about as a teen. A lot of video game opinions.
Sure.
So maybe that has more to do with it.
Like people having bad opinions about video games?
Or just like I can't get
Parents.
enough of these things.
You weren't mad when pubes started growing?
Oh, yeah. It pissed me off so much.
Did that hurt? When it was like,
I loved it. I thought it rocked.
When pubes showed up?
I really needed any kind of ball going in my court back then.
right. Were you a late bloomer?
No.
You got him too early?
bloom.
I
Or
didn't get
just
like a
right?
ton of like hair very early, but I grew like to almost my full height pretty early, which
Wow. You're quite
rocked.
tall.
Yeah.
I was the tallest in like the whole grade for a while, and then everybody else caught up, and I was like, "This sucks now." I liked being a monster. You all.
I'm trying to see. There's a number of important reasons. First and foremost, they're under heavy pressure to learn to be responsible. Boo-hoo. They should be like small children.
I don't think small children are that nice. Is the thing. I don't
No.
know. I am not yet a father.
They're very
but it
honest.
seems like that
They are honest.
Yeah.
They keep it 100, but like they're always like trying to lie down on the train and stuff.
Yeah, they're annoying too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're annoying. They're just
People
like
are
less
bad.
verbose about it.
They'll write on Quora about how they hate their parents. They
Yeah.
want to disown them.
Want to kill them because they are loved too much by parents.
If you're gonna be a child, try living a longer period of time and knowing more stuff.
Oh, someone says as a teenager, it's because we're gaining independence. So this is a teen writing it.
Teen here.
Woo.
Being rude and disagreeing and questioning what our parents say is all about growing up.
Yeah.
What do you know?
You give teenagers space to breathe and come to terms with the fact that they're growing up and their bodies and minds are changing constantly. They will grow into a polite, matured young adult most of the time. You don't know that because you're just a teen. You might end up being a piece of
Downvote
shit.
them. It's been 4 years. They're probably
I'm
an adult now.
15. 5. Well, now they're 17.
All right, there's
Yeah.
2 years ago. They said that they're 15, 5'1", and 54 kilogram. Okay, so we could probably find this person.
They've only answered 2 questions. Those are the 2.
Okay. That was how long it took them to find out this is not like a teen website. They did 2 questions and were like, I'm going back to reddit.com.
Yeah, it's
where
mostly
safe.
for like weird adults.
Yeah.
Oh, this is just pedophiles and me? It's a trap. It's a damn trap.
It's for people named Brooke who take pictures of themselves sort of lying down.
It's just me and on-duty police ghost historian. All right, we got a good answer from Brainstorm Pony.
I'll tell you exactly why. The Tooth Fairy, the Easter Bunny, the Boogeyman, Santa Claus.
Say
You can
it.
be anything you want to be. You can do anything you want to do. By the time a kid gets to be 12 or 13, they've come to realize that half of what their parents have told them have been outright lies.
Yeah.
Do you think this is a teen who just found out that like Santa Claus isn't
Yeah.
real?
How many of my heroes have you lied about?
Why are teens mad? I don't know. Maybe because the world is bullshit.
Bunch of horse shit, and also there are no giant bunnies. Not to the size I'd like them to be.
And where are my fucking teeth?
Have you seen how big rabbits get? This is a completely unrelated tangent, but they get quite large.
They can get really big if
They
you
get
just
like
let
3
them
feet long,
let them go.
2 feet long. I've seen some. I had my friend had my friend's girlfriend, excuse me, had a very sad Finnish giant bunny in her basement apartment in Bushwick, and it looked like it was in Guantanamo every time I saw it, and it was so fucking big. And it eventually died of a broken heart. But my point is, they get quite large.
I have a broken heart. I was wondering why you were specifying friend's girlfriend originally, but now I realize you want to distance yourself from it.
Right, right, right.
And I never trusted her. I never liked her. I knew she was running Abu Ghraib down there.
Poor bunny.
If you
Poor
don't have a
bunny.
good house, don't get a pet.
Yeah, that's for real.
Bunnies are tough too. I feel like they don't really like. I don't know if they respect you the way that other pets do.
Well, you
No,
can't
they-
like.
I don't think they're like looking to you for
No.
anything either.
They
They're just
can't.
there.
You can't like train them to go in a box or whatever. So then you have to like keep them in a cage, and then this is a bias I have against all rodent pets in general. Is like, look at this fluffy thing I keep in prison. I do not let it out because it poops everywhere all the time, and it's always fucking.
Fucking.
Always fucking.
That's if
I-
you have 2 of them.
Oh yeah, I mean that's trouble.
Whoa.
Yeah, a lot of.
Wait, this looks good.
All right, so this is another teenager.
Okay, my parents don't actually have anything to do with my cynicism, but here's a fun list of life experiences that have made me that way.
Get him.
Okay, this all happened in elementary school. Number 1 happened still. 1, being taught what to do if someone decides to shoot up the school. That being drilled on it every month.
Oh, so
Sorry,
the
I'm being
shootings is
They
why
do
they're
that shit
cynical.
every month. Remember when that only
Guess.
happened like once a year at
I
school?
know. We gotta turn back those policies.
We gotta figure that out.
Then they say having my school actually get shot up when I was in 1st grade. Okay, so
No.
you're kind of burying the lead there where you're like, stop making us do these trainings. Yes, one time someone did try to kill all of us.
Good thing I had it memorized.
Knowing my parents were struggling to feed and clothe me during the 2008 financial recession. Yeah, I mean,
How young is this child?
2008.
2008 financial recession. Oh,
19.
quick podcast math.
they're 19.
Okay.
It says it in their podcast listener.
Podcast listener,
Yuki,
Yuki.
listen to the podcast.
If you're listening to this,
we think you're really cool. When we look at your account, we're like, this is the good one.
Blind. Before you ask, yes, I was born blind. Lesbian. Visual arts major.
It says lesbian. That wasn't Claire just calling
lesbian alert.
because they're blind. That would be really ignorant.
I'm not trying to be like rude, but there is an interesting thing here where I've been blind my entire life. I am studying visual arts.
Oh,
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Who
how does
am
that
I?
work? Yeah. I am
Maybe
the
they're being
Sphinx.
funny.
Maybe they are. I don't know.
I can't say.
They know
I
about
daren't dabble on this page because it's full of children.
they know about being a teen, and they know about LGBTQ, and they know about disability
Although technically 19 legal adults. Legal adults, feel free to cyberbully.
and podcasts.
Oh, this is a
Podcast.
thing I want to start saying on the show. Don't cyberbully anyone on here.
Are they cyberbullying you?
They haven't cyberbullied anybody. I'm worried as the show gets larger that like it will get out of the control of the trained core professionals that we have on the program.
Yeah.
Because you have to know how to interact in these high velocity situations that we end up in, clicking around, finding the space and reading the space.
Yeah, I definitely feel like we've done stuff where like we've been like, look at this freak on the internet, and then people will go to that person and be like, Jeremy told me to say hi to you, and I'm like, I didn't say
Don't do that. Jeremy is using his training to assess a weird guy.
Yeah, we had to do a bunch of courses.
The damn OSHA. All right, get out of here.
Okay. We don't need to read
Anyway,
more.
yeah, like, okay, so this person saw a lot of murders, and that's why they were cynical. To
Yeah.
answer your question.
Hate crimes.
And also the
Crimes,
attack on the
assault.
Capitol shook them to their core.
That's a funny one to put at the end of this list of like really horrifying stuff.
When I saw that guy from Mr. Show locked up in irons, I knew there was nothing good in this world.
Why did Paul F. Tompkins have to storm the Capitol? Okay, let's
That would have been funny if he was there.
if it was him instead.
Yeah, or both.
Or Brian Posehn.
Fake friends won't even storm a Capitol with you.
Brian Posehn might be the funniest person to do it, I think. I think you're
Yeah,
right.
definitely.
I'm just looking for farts.
Oh.
That's something he might say, maybe.
Okay, here's the Quoker. Hit the Naruto freaking button.
This is our Incel and Manosphere segment where all of the lonely hearts go to love.
Is becoming a literal eunuch and taking hormone replacement therapy afterwards the only guaranteed way for me to have sex with fertile and potentially fertile cis women without having to worry about being forced to pay child support afterwards?
So, right off the top, no, but
I think it might be.
I like that they have so much like they've done so much reading about how to become a eunuch that they know about the hormone replacement therapy afterwards. Like this is somebody who's done like 3 days research and is like, well, I'm gonna do it, but just last check before we go through with this. Although I've read recently that you can have sex with a eunuch even though they don't have balls. Isn't that kind of interesting?
How?
I guess they can still get hard. They just
I thought eunuchs were no dick, no balls. It's just no balls.
It's
think you
just
get
no
the
balls.
choice. I think there's different kinds, right?
the no dick can be like if you betrayed a king of some kind,
Right.
and then they have to make a lesson of you.
Would you rather have balls, no dick, or dick?
Oh, this is such a
dick,
good
no
question.
balls?
Oh, dick no balls, no question.
Yeah,
I want
that makes
peeing
sense.
to
No
be
balls.
That makes sense.
smooth for me.
Going just balls though is a funny
Just balls is the worst one.
design choice.
Then it's like you're filled with the urge to use the penis you don't have.
That sounds
Peeing
like
is hard.
something some guy they'd meet at Sex in the City. It was just balls, smooth, but just balls.
This city's out of control.
I'm never going to the Lower East Side ever again.
But it's a great way to avoid the It Follows monster because you can just do fingering.
You can fingering or ball dipping.
Just ball stuff.
Only do ball stuff.
Well, this guy, I assume, is going dick no balls because he still wants to have sex.
Right.
Right, but this is what about what's the
Guaranteed.
snip called?
Vasectomy?
Vasectomy. That's the one. Get the vasectomy.
Okay.
That's the obvious one.
Yeah, that does make more sense than becoming a, quote, literal
Literal
eunuch.
eunuch.
You don't have to have anything chopped off physically, I guess is what I'm saying.
So he wants to have sex and not get anyone pregnant.
Yeah. He's worried that,
he's worried that his cis women are too fertile.
yeah,
So that the blanks he'll be shooting may potentially.
Be looting. The egg store.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like I got bars waiting in me, just waiting to get out. I've thought of one and I'm waiting to spring it on you later, but I'm not going to.
Oh, really?
But you won't know until it's
that's
happening,
really
and you think
exciting.
Alex is so cool for springing really cool words on me.
The galaxy is so cool.
Yeah, these cis women are too fertile.
Yeah.
That's your problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a very funny worry to have that you can't have sex without having to eventually pay child support.
You're thinking of the economy of it.
Yes.
It's not sustainable.
This is a brilliant business, man.
What answers do we have, Mr. Jeremy?
Someone says no, of course it isn't. DNA test is not required in order to prove that the man is the father of a child. The woman can lie in court. What?
Whoa.
What does this have to do with anything?
Due to God's choice, women can lie. He gave them that option.
The only way to 100% ensure that you will never become after for child support payments is to never sleep with a cisgender woman and also never marry or even possibly, but less likely, have a long-term relationship. So this guy says you should only have sex with men. He says being gay with only cisgender men is another option.
Yep.
So men or trans women is what this guy suggests.
I don't think that's a bad
Don't
choice.
cut off your balls.
There is hope. Keep your balls.
Poor dads who don't pay child
sorry.
support. Is that another
That's
space?
hyperlinked.
Where is this? Oh, yeah. Poor dads who don't. Should I click it?
Yeah.
This is urban.org.
I'm very afraid of where this is going.
The urbaninstitute.org. This is like a research paper?
This is bad.
This is a report.
This is already bad.
Deadbeats or disadvantaged?
Do not download report. This website is one page with a blue button that says download report, and I do not want you to click it.
Should I be downloading report?
It's only 117 kilobit, but do not
It
anyway.
says brief.
Even though I can. It's from 2001.
11
It's
million
outdated.
followers who do not, 11 million fathers in the United States who do not live with their kids. About 7 million do not pay formal child support.
That's really messed up because they got to pay that, but also don't click on it.
This is from April 2001, so maybe 9/11 changed this forever.
Oh, yeah. 9/11 probably got them to pay that. Milo is here on the show, by
That's
the
my
way.
cat Milo.
Why are your eyes so big?
He only has one lung.
Yeah, he's got a lot of fucked up
And
stuff.
so he's always like,
He's a very cynical teen.
yeah. Ever since January 6th.
He really was not cool with that.
It was really funny. All the other examples were like, I saw my neighbor shot to death with a gun in front of me. And the other ones are like, my favorite show's off TV. Or whatever.
I'm trying to see if there's any other answers here. A lot of people say just have a vasectomy, which is what we said.
Vasectomy was a word.
I like this one. Patrick O'Neill says, an odd question, but the practical answer is no. Vasectomy and proper condom use will render the chance of you fathering a child effectively nil. Well, don't
I wouldn't call it nil.
Yeah, there's a little chance.
Nil is probably lower than the accurate assessment.
Yeah.
Do you ever like saying the word nil?
I haven't said it in so long.
Feels pretty good,
Nil.
right?
It's really fun.
Practically nil.
You know what I've been saying? Moot.
Moot is nil
moot.
is moot version
Nil
of
is
zero.
Zendaya is Michi, Nil is Moot.
I like that ents have a moot. But now we're just discussing words.
I can't imagine just any questions about like transgender bodies on Quora have to be like a shit show.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure it's crazy on there.
Well, we know the other accounts are all
Nice.
very informed.
So this person's account, the person who asked this, name removed. They're a writer, hypnotist, gamer, and spiritual dabbler. And they
Quadruple
know
threat.
about sex, profanity, online multiplayer gaming,
Yup.
sexuality, polyamory.
Bummer.
Multiplayer online sexual arena.
Oh, he's bisexual.
Ah.
Then why are you so worried about this?
Yeah, why don't
Just
you
have
just
sex with exclusively men from
just
now
be
on.
gay
name
instead
removed.
of that?
That's what the guy said.
Grow up and be gay.
Do you have any more fun questions or no? Not really. As a polyamorous person, what are your dreams for the future?
Flying car.
That's what I was thinking, right?
Flying car, 2 girlfriends.
Probably getting dome in a flying car and it crashes and I explode. Fall like 1,000 feet out of the sky and die instantly.
Let's read another question.
Yep.
What do I do if I broke up and the next day I just uploaded a snap saying, these hoes ain't loyal, but I didn't mean hoe as prostitute or a slut. I didn't mean that at all. I just wrote it because it's a line for banter. And now my girlfriend is pissed.
So you got to take that back.
Wait, yeah,
You got to say that you didn't mean that and you won't say it again.
You
and-
broke up. Who cares?
not girlfriend.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe you're in your flying car with 2 girlfriends, but if it's the same one, then you're fine.
Maybe that's their next girlfriend is pissed.
I didn't mean hoe like hoe. I mean hoe like cool, amazing woman who's smart.
Feminism win.
I meant women aren't loyal. You misread it.
Beautiful women.
All they do is betray. If you ain't okay, Ed DeLoach, former U.S. military police, says if you broke up, you have no girlfriend, and that's the Army's official stance.
But he does say different subject. Calling any girl or woman hoe is bound to piss them off.
It's their weakness. It's like their kryptonite.
Delete.
Okay. If you broke up with her, then you kind of look like a dick.
Yeah.
That's true. Now, if she cheated on you or did some sneaky shit, then that's okay. If she didn't do anything wrong, your fault. If she's actually a bitch that fucked with your head, then go full at it, my guy. And that's Mike Wilson, former entrepreneur. Former entrepreneur, crazy reference to have.
I'm looking at Ed DeLoach.
Yeah.
We're zipping on Ed
Uh-oh.
for military research.
If I masturbate, there's a 25% chance it's going to hurt. How do I reduce this?
Too high of a percent.
Yeah.
See a doctor.
1 every 4 times?
Ed also says see a doctor. That's bad. It's not supposed to hurt.
It seems that Ed almost exclusively answers questions about porn and masturbating.
Cool.
Someone said, so he answered this question. Has any boy or man ever sucked a guy's cock while their classmates watched? He says, ever? Probably.
Oh, yeah. Is it common gonna go with a no on that? I would say it's not common. I have never seen it. But yeah, probably everybody's watching it some of the time.
Crazy people are putting their full names on here.
Yes. It's my
That's
favorite
really
part.
the risk, isn't it?
They'll put their full names and like address. Like this guy, he lives in Georgia. He went to Georgia Southern University. We know so much about this man, Ed DeLoach. There's probably like 3 of them in Georgia.
Ed DeLoach's?
Yeah.
His space is the gun discussion.
Yeah, he's a contributor.
He's a contributor. He did not found the gun discussion.
We don't know that. He could have.
Although it is quite an active space.
It's very
really
popular.
is.
50,000 members.
1,300 contributors. So there are legion Ed DeLoach.
This is so over my head, these gun questions.
Can we ask a question in here? Hey,
Yeah, sure.
You guys, do we really need all these guns?
How do I do that? How do I ask?
I feel like it's hypocritical.
You
after
probably have
we
to
just
follow the space.
We just retired our question segment.
All right.
Literally
No, but
moments ago.
we don't have to check the answers, but I just want to.
Or
I
just
just
like,
want to say it.
how do you guys feel about knives?
Oh, here we go. Yeah, that's a great question.
The amount I am more up for this now that it's not a picture of me and my name is so much higher.
Screw guns.
How do y'all feel about knives? Now you're gonna get some flack for that.
Who the fuck are you? I've just never seen your name in my fucking life.
Don't bring that to a gunfight, asshole.
No gay guys allowed in here.
Knife heads get the wall.
Do you want to do another question?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, this is a really good question. Why can't a man control the darkness in his heart?
Oh, kind of a moment of doubt, isn't it?
Feminism win. Don't do the bong sound, Alex.
So often it's because of women. Next question.
Yeah, that's true.
It's because of their constant betrayals.
The women have taken the control over your heart and the darkness within it.
They fed us that fruit.
These hoes ain't loyal. In a good way.
These girlfriends. ain't loyal.
Do we have any good answers on this? I feel like there's got to be a good answer on this.
I don't know if there's a single real
website
answer to
is
this
so
because all of
bad.
them are answering similar questions. Like,
So
why can I not
annoying.
put an end to the darkness in my soul and spirit? Oh, this guy has a meme that says learn to meditate.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
Holy
Yeah.
smokes. If you can't control your brain, what do you expect to be able to control?
Oh my god.
Sounds like a British person. Holy smokes. Wait,
Hit the
that's not
button,
true.
Alex. We have a button for this.
How about new?
That wasn't it. That wasn't the button.
Anglo spotted.
All right, Anglo spotted.
Eric Jones is their name. Oh, they live in Massachusetts.
Oh, that's close. One of the first colonies.
New
Yeah.
England.
New
New England.
Still Anglo in spirit.
Make spacecraft parts for NASA, Boeing. Oh, so this is the guy to blame. Yeah, maybe meditation ain't good if you're trying to make an engine that doesn't explode.
Mr. Books wants us to meditate.
Yeah, this is probably the guy who killed all of those whistleblowers, right?
Totally.
It's
Oh,
his
for
job.
Boeing? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's their assassin. He's got a picture of R2-D2 as his profile.
That's not R2-D2.
We have
Who's the
R2-D2 at
robot?
home. R2-D2 at home.
That guy's gold.
Do you think it's a Dalek?
I don't know what
You don't
that
know
is.
about robots the way I do. I'm one of the most advanced robot experts in our field.
Okay, this guy says that this is due to a lack of divine knowledge.
Yep.
That is the reason God comes to this world in human form, to preach and uplift you so you can learn divine knowledge from him directly and can clarify all of your spiritual doubts.
That's honestly one of the prime reasons about men's darkness. There are so many questions about men's darkness on the bottom.
Yeah, there's a lot of men's darkness questions. How can I decrease the darkness in my heart? Why do I feel like there's a deep hole in my heart and I'm controlled by demons?
Okay.
Cool.
What things make you feel that the dark side of a human's heart is horrible?
I feel like there's some word for editing that into a shorter sentence, but I get you. Okay. So meditation is probably it, and also it's women's fault, and that's kind of how that one goes.
Sorry to this guy who's controlled by demons. That sucks.
Jeremy's on the demons question.
Sorry,
now.
I'll move on.
I feel
Yeah.
like there's always someone controlled by demons on Quora.
Yeah, a lot
Yeah.
of demon
Right?
behavior on here.
Demons, when they get control, often have questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're taking over people's bodies and then immediately going to Quora to ask about stuff.
I named my daughter Patrick.
That's a very demonic thing to do, is to name your kid Finland.
Yeah, it creates
Yeah.
chaos. Okay, we
Want to
did.
do one or two more?
Yeah, we got some good. I put some religious questions
Okay.
on there.
Which
What
of
are you
these do you
feeling?
like, Alex?
Hmm.
'Cause I haven't read any of these.
Okay, give me. Let's do Cora Gone Wild.
Okay, animals. Let's do this one. Yeah?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay. Is it possible to get gregnant with a goat?
So I was reading this to my wife as I was preparing for the show, as I do with my warm ups.
Would you say that
Where I
she
read
is...
the question out loud and say, "Isn't this a crazy question?" And she said, "Oh, gregnant, like goat pregnant."
That's what I thought as well.
I thought it was just a typo of pregnant. I
think
didn't
it's a
think it went to
typo.
that level.
I think it's goat pregnant.
How far away is the P from the G on the keyboard? Pretty far.
Pretty far.
Pretty far.
Let me see. ASD.
P's on the right, and then G's all the way in the middle.
Claire's trying to visualize a keyboard. I can see Jeremy.
She's
so.
doing like Minority Report.
When I see Gregnant, I think of like a guy with a T-shirt that's like, any one of your gals is gonna get Gregnant, and on the back it says, "I'm Greg."
I am Greg.
Yeah.
By the way, I am Greg. Greg's big birthday T-shirt.
Alex, would you say your wife is pregnant or gregnant?
Oh, I would say she's pregnant. I
Okay.
would never say pregnant.
She's not pregnant from either a Greg or a goat.
No. I think she's like Alex.
The guy who asked this question is named Sir Gregnart.
Let's
There we
go.
go. There we go.
Let's fucking
My
go.
12. Wait. My 12-year-old son is sex? Question mark.
This
All right.
is some sort of
Oh,
troll.
Let's
I
not
think.
reward Sir
scared about
Gregnant.
that. Can I be pregnant after? Wait, what is the question?
Can I,
like
be
this guy.
pregnant for 5 years?
This guy pisses me off, honestly. I'm pregnant with my 12-year-old sister, question mark. No, you're not. You're a liar.
Is SpongeBob real? Please, please.
This is
I
a-
gave you so much respect
Baby.
for coming up with Gregnant. This is how you repay me. I make you the star of a premium program.
Help me, please. Sir Gregnart, I don't know what the fuck you are talking about.
I don't know what your problem is, dog.
Okay, so this guy John says a lot of people who own goats have gotten pregnant, but that is not your question, is it? How did you get the male goat to cooperate with you to place his sperm in you? Are you hoping that you were not going to get pregnant? You won't. Didn't you ever take biology?
How much did you pay the goat?
That was from a pastor,
Okay.
former pastor.
Well,
He was fired for trying to have sex with a goat.
Yeah.
it does not say that on Quora.
He was not. This isn't a question of like, how dare you? This is a question of like, no, I'm seriously asking, like, how did you get him to get the sperm in you?
I'd like to
I want to know.
what you said to the goat. I assume you mean pregnant.
Yeah. I also assume you mean the goat watching you and your wife. What?
What?
Oh,
How?
goats can watch.
That's what you assume? That doesn't make any sense.
This is like so if you have like a pet, sometimes you can't get them to leave when you're having your intimate time, and then they gotta like go under the bed or whatever. If you if you're like a farmer with a goat, how often is the goat sitting in?
For when you have sex?
Yeah, like how close is the goat pen to the bedroom? Because you got more land. Than like
Yeah.
a one bedroom apartment.
Yeah. I imagine you have more room to have sex.
You have to invite the goat in, which does sound demonic as I say it.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Jeremy hasn't seen the Vivitch, but that's pretty much the plot exactly.
Oh, sure.
If the goat's close to the house,
Mm-hmm.
someone's gonna get pregnant.
Go close to the house, watch your spouse.
Yeah.
Is that the rhyme you had?
No. It's
was the other
way better than that.
Are you gonna-
I'm
you're not-
waiting for it to organically come up.
We're running out of time here, Alex.
Maybe it will be on the next episode.
Should we read one more question and call it an episode?
Yes.
Okay.
Also, it's not really a rhyme so much as a really cool thing.
Final question. How big would a rabbit need to
Whoa.
be to carry a 9-foot, 1,040-pound person on its back? Or at least approximately how big? I'm desperate and it's midnight.
What I like about this is there is like a math answer you could go do some research and get.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could figure out using like physics or something.
But we got to
actually work.
eyeball it. I'm going to say it'd be big as hell.
That'd be big rabbit.
Yeah, it'd be a really big one, probably. This question is from at least August 27th, so I imagine that this person,
This is a recent question.
Revi Castle, oh, this is their only post.
Oh,
Nice.
word.
You have to assume that they weren't able to pull it off. They didn't
No.
get the rabbit
No.
big enough.
And then there's no, there's nothing else. So
Their picture is a blurry chicken. Their picture looks like one of those pictures there. It's like, this was the last image of this chicken before it was kidnapped.
It's a chicken on a skateboard.
It is on a skateboard. I didn't even notice that. Oh, okay. It's a very cool chicken then.
So, Revi Castle, if you are 9 feet and 1,040 pounds, you probably have some kind of medical disorder.
I
or
think that's
something.
reasonable to say.
I don't
Yeah.
know. You probably don't need a rabbit to carry. You need like a car.
You need a Kia.
What you need is a Kia. You need the Kia hamster.
Yeah, I don't think a rabbit's going to do it.
Kia hamster would definitely do it.
Y'all remember the Kia hamster?
Just a couple Kia.
Wow, wow, wow.
Maybe rabbit means something we don't realize. Like
Like it's a.
isn't
Like
what
a
is it
sex
called?
thing?
Like in track when the people like pace somebody and running. Do people know what I'm talking about?
That's a rabbit.
Is that a rabbit?
Yeah, and sometimes they have the little. Oh, okay. And at the dog track, they have the fake rabbit that goes around the track really fast.
Yeah, that's another.
The
type
point
of
is, it can
rabbit.
mean other things.
In track,
Rabbit
it'll have
mean.
like
What else could rabbit mean?
yeah, it could be a person who's pacing someone for their mile time on in track.
Okay. Or encouraging dogs to run fast.
Yeah,
And how big would it need to be to carry a 9 foot?
Still pretty
140
big.
pound? Yeah,
Still
big
pretty
as
big.
hell is the answer.
still really really big.
I'm desperate and it's midnight.
What is the context for this? It's got to be like some kind of werewolf situation.
Yeah.
It involves the moon directly.
Maybe they're gonna turn into a big rabbit, but they control how big they're gonna be.
Okay, it's a Wallace and Gromit movie.
Yeah, it's the curse of the were-rabbit.
I don't remember it that well, but I'm pretty sure
A
it
lot of movie references this
follows
episode.
this. It's kind of
A lot of
a
half-remembered movie
podcast for cinemaphiles. Okay. Cameron Hack says, I weigh about 230, can carry half of my weight for a short while, so perhaps a 2,100-pound rabbit could carry this person. Not sure that math holds up, but good try.
A rabbit's arms are too short to hold a person on his back like this, but let's not overthink it. Thank you, Cameron.
If you don't overthink it, you're not going to find out the real answer.
Oh, this guy likes.
He likes doing math problems
Math
about
questions.
animals.
Yeah, he does like farm-based solutions.
He's very simple. Someone says, like, which animal was not native to North America before the arrival of Columbus? And he just says, horse.
Horse!
Period.
Horse. Great job, Cameron. You nailed it.
You nailed it, dog. And that's been the show.
The TV turned off.
Let's round out here. And now we don't have to ask a question at the end, especially because we already asked the gun club, but what about knives?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
I feel
That's great.
really good about that.
That's a good idea.
Plugs for our show at the end. If you want more of this show and you would like it to be on other websites because you actually hate Quora, even though you listen to the Quora podcast, you should go to patreon.com/Quorators where we go on other websites. Been doing a lot of WikiHows lately. I don't know
some
what's coming
Reddits.
up next, but learning a lot about WikiHows.
That's yeah.
There were a lot of demons in the last one.
I got a bunch of Reddits for us.
Hell
Oh,
yes.
nice.
Okay, that'll be fun. All right, we'll see you next week then. It's season 5 Advent of Clare.
Bye-bye.
Bye.